Mr. Glass, and welcome to the GLASSHouse.
Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. Spitting knowledge about the games we play every day. The same time, ball up on your fools on 2K. Dead or alive, I don't see defeat. Sick with the shot. You don't know if I'm LeBron or Master Chief. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. That's why I shine brighter than the sun with 4 halos. Making dark souls wanna run and go lay low. These games bring out the best of me. Against me, you already know. Failure is your destiny. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now.
Interesting. All right, we're all over the place. What's going on, everybody? Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Vic, aka Mr. Glass. I got the Veep, D-Ray, and Dizzy with me, and you know what time it is, bro. It's time to rock the GLASSHouse. Please don't throw stones.
Indeed.
But we got a lot to talk about today, man, and one of the biggest things that is coming up in the nerddom world is Black Panther. Wakanda forever. Listen, guys, Black Panther, when it first came out, it was a smash hit. There's no other way to say it other than it launched quite a few actors into that stratosphere that was beyond where they were before. And unfortunately, the late, great Chadwick Boseman will not be around for Black Panther 2. But the franchise will keep going.
Yes.
And it will feature prominently some of the other actors that were in the film, as well as potentially some new stars that will come up in this movie. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you guys, and Dizzy here, because she's never seen it, the trailers. And I say trailers because we got 2 for you. The original trailer for Black Panther was released some months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the trailer that was released yesterday. So if you guys have not seen that one yet, keep it locked. We got it right here for you. For those of you on Blast Radio, we're going to recap it. Don't worry. You're going to hear it. But we're going to recap it for you.
Yes,
all right, so what's been going on with my people today, man?
Oh, man. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for Dizzy.
I think she's going to love this. I think the hype is about to get real.
Yeah, I'm doing this for the guys because, like, it's a thing where, like, for Marvel movies, I don't watch any of the trailers. I go, like, not Marvel movies, not the TV series. I watch nothing until I get to a theater or it comes out. But the guys have said that I need to see this. So, I'm going to do it for them.
I don't think she realized how much she needs this.
What up, B?
B. Sharice, what it is.
B. Sharice, welcome to the stream. All right, so like, I don't feel like she realizes how much she needs to see this.
I agree.
Like, what's going on here, man? Like,
it's just how I do it. Like, I started it. I can't even remember which movie I started it on. I think it was the Captain America movie. It was the first one I didn't watch any trailers for, and it was just like it was a really cool feeling going into the theater, not knowing anything. Like, I went into
I'm not opposed to that.
I went into the last Doctor Strange one. And I was just like, everything was like new. It's a surprise. I'm like, oh my God, that person was in it. Sounds like they were in the trailer. I'm like, oh. Let's see, like, it's completely fresh for me. So it's just something I do. But I'm going to do this here for you guys. So
we appreciate it.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, snap. What's up, LaDon, the chameleon? I'm all stuttering and stuff.
Chameleon.
LaDon, the chameleon. Forgive
that
me.
was the Blast Artist of the Week last night, right?
She's actually the whole week. And she will be here tomorrow on Blast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central.
Tune
Can't
into
miss
that,
it.
y'all.
Yes.
Tune into that.
But welcome, LaDawn. We about to have
Hey,
some fun.
LaDawn.
This is it.
I love
So
when the person who is the blast artist of the week comes into the stream, because it's like we almost have like a celebrity in the building, guys. Like it's so dope.
That's how I feel she is, in my opinion. So definitely.
And
Our
that
artists are
video
pretty
was
cool
big. You did a
because-
great job with that too, low key.
Our artists are pretty cool because I don't
Thank
think
you.
any other channel has that, right?
I would agree.
Where the music artists will pop in and say hey in chat. I think that's just
Yeah, that's factual, actually.
Everybody loves GLASSHouse.
I'm always
period.
right, Glass.
Period.
Everybody loves
Well,
Glass.
well, thank you.
Oh, look at
Everybody
that.
hates Gracie,
Oh,
I'm
there it is right there. Crooning.
There it is. They croning.
Big crooning.
All right, so let's not stall this anymore because I'm having the same anticipation like a kid in Christmas time. So let's get ready to unwrap some gifts.
Wait. We got to set some ground rules. Number one,
Okay.
no theories until after the second trailer.
Okay.
I like that.
Because you and
No
me both
theory.
know the theory that I'm gonna say. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
going to wait because actually I have another theory.
oh, we got
that
something
blows
brand
your
new.
mind after that. Yeah. So no
Okay.
theories till after the second trailer, and no picking at Dizzy if she gets emotional.
And no
Yeah, I'm not
recording.
gonna do it.
Listen, and no recording my reaction.
I'll definitely record. Listen,
We're recording now.
No. I mean, okay, so no, when you dropped our
wait a
theme song
minute.
on us last
click
week,
the record button.
all
Oh,
right,
I got you.
I
got
did
you.
not know that you
I
could see
won't
my
do that,
camera while the cameras were on, okay? And I did not hold myself responsible for that dance.
Oh, that's tough.
Dizzy, you know it is nothing but love. Trust and believe. All right, y'all.
And we're gonna forever call that the Dizzy.
No doubt. Doing the
Now with
Dizzy.
the Dizzy.
No
Let's go.
doubt.
I
All right,
saw
y'all.
that, I was like, no.
All right, y'all. So, Mr. Glass, anything else before we take off?
Nah, man, let's get right into it. I'm excited.
Let's go.
Ooh-wee. All right, y'all. Hey, you two, behave yourself. Okay, here we go.
No woman, no cry. You darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
And when I wake up,
Hey, You know what? It ain't right for a black man to have his nipples point for this dance. Yo,
what the?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I like chills all
Facts.
up my arms. Like Troy, I understand where you're coming from.
So, my question is really quick. Am I the only person that really felt something when Angela Bassett said, "Have I not been everything?"
Look,
That's
every
where the
time.
girls started, like they kind of like started here and then went whoosh. Like
Every time I hear her say that line, it hits me not only right in the heart, but it's like I'm ready to go to war.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, whatever. Let me suit up. It's time.
all right.
oh,
Hey,
and that
hold up,
song,
hold up.
like the build.
Hell, hold on. I know you guys getting into it and feeling
All right,
it. Yes,
all right.
yes, LaDawn, definitely. It was intense. See, can't even talk. Anyway, we got another one, and trust and believe when I tell you this matches that same caliber. What do you think? More D-Ray? It's a different
Match that
Yeah, it's a
energy?
different energy.
But it's a different energy, but it is still energy.
still fire. All right, y'all. Trailer 2. Let's get it. YouTube, be
Let's
nice.
go.
Hey, can I get a check that we're still online?
Well, they're still typing in the
We
comments
are.
section.
They're
so
still
I can't
typing
tell
in the
you.
I'm
comments.
watching us over here. YouTube hadn't nabbed us yet.
All right, please,
Let's
guys.
go.
Well, we got it from the original
YouTube,
source, so they
we
can't
are
Yeah,
do
doing
that.
this
yeah.
with
We play by their rules.
We play by their rules, but you know. Anyway,
Let it
part
rip.
2.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukul Khan, the feather serpent god. Killing him will risk eternal war.
He's coming for the surface world.
We know what you whisper. They have lost their protector. Now is our time to strike. Show them who we are.
Oh my God.
Wakanda forever.
Forever. So,
Oh,
there's a couple things that I want to say before we turn it over to Dizzy because I want to hear her full reaction to the second trailer as well. But really quickly, I would like to point out for some people who may not have caught it, there was a Black Panther in the first trailer, and it happened right as Kendrick Lamar spoke the line, "Wake up." Okay, that suit was drastically different than the suit that you see at the end of the second trailer. as it's pretty clear, the second trailer is metallic, and the first trailer is more akin to the fabric that the first Black Panther suit in Black Panther 1 was made out of. So that's just a subtle nuance that I want everybody to pay attention to as we move forward, because I'm going to be talking about that a lot. All right, so Dizzy, how did you feel about that second trailer?
The second trailer, it felt more aggressive than the first trailer did. Like, it felt like there was a real build happening. Now I'm not gonna I'm not a comic book person, so I don't know all the lore, right? Everything I know about Black Panther, I know from the first movie.
Right.
So like there's a lot there. I'm sure I'm not noticing that you guys are.
Right.
But like it was still pretty good. Like it felt like the first trailer was heartbreaking, but the second trailer was almost angry.
Exactly.
And
if you notice, Angela Bassett again, probably the line of the trailer.
I love her.
Show them who we are. And that was, to me, the biggest line in the trailer.
Yeah. So I'm psyched. I mean, I was already psyched to see this movie, but now I'm just like, is it November yet? Like,
and that's why we watched the trailers.
Yes.
I know. But
So it should not be a surprise of where I'm going to start. Whoever edited these trailers and selected the music to both of them,
master,
they belong in a permanent member of the Academy, and they need Oscars.
Indeed.
These are arguably the best trailers I have ever seen.
Agreed.
In my almost 50 years of going to the movies, and yes, I went to the movies when I was a baby. I mean, just the emotional content, and it was almost like in the first trailer, that was almost a message from Ryan Coogler, who is the director, that was going to basically say, yeah, we took a L, but we're going to be all right. Trust me, I got it. Right? The second trailer is, now I'm about to show you who we are. So now, okay, so that was me. That was my whole mindset or whatever. But now we can get into some theories.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
I feel like I ought to go first with the theories, because my theory is going to be something that I think sets off everybody else's theories.
All right. Let me get it. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So in that first trailer, as I said, Kendrick Lamar says the words, "Wake up. Wake up." If you think about Black Panther 1, who had a Panther suit that needed to be woken up to fight?
That would be Killmonger.
And so my theory is Killmonger is the one who we see in that suit on that particular occasion. Now, the other thing is that the second suit, I believe, is not Riri, because Riri is the one in the Iron Man-esque suit.
Correct.
That you see in the series. I know a lot of people were saying that it was Riri in the Black Panther suit the first time, in the first scene, so that, in my opinion, you already took her out of that. She's not in that yellow striped suit that you see at the first trailer.
Right.
So obviously, being that I'm saying that it's Killmonger, the second suit would be worn probably by Shuri. And that is going to be my guess as to who the new Black Panthers, because I believe there's two, are.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna piggyback off something you said. I'm gonna bring up two things that I want you guys to remember. Who remembers Killmonger's speech right before he died?
Bury me at sea.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? What did he say? Because my ancestors knew what? That it would be better.
Better to die than to live in chains or something like that.
Right. if you notice in the trailer, the first one, when and for the uninitiated, the Finn guy that is the Submariner, that's Namor. If you notice, there's a scene when he's a little boy that he looks like he's attacking a plantation, and it has like cannonballs in front of it. So it's maybe from the 1860s. You never know, right? Could it be that he heard, or someone from Atlantis heard what Killmonger said, and that now that Wakanda needs a king, that could be what starts the war?
So here's another thing. In the first trailer, I believe you see, is it Shuri or is it Riri in the ancestral plane?
That's a good question.
So we don't know who that one is, but in my opinion, if we're looking at a situation where Shuri would try to wake up Killmonger so that he could help the struggle, because really she's out of ideas at this point. If you're looking at the trailers, the whole place is busted. Water is in everything in Wakanda. Yeah. There's no laboratories. There's no nothing. She's powerless right now. So her only move is to wake someone up.
What you got, Dizzy?
Well, I already said I don't know the lore, so I don't know really have any theories. Like,
understood.
I'm
well,
like
let me get you
the non-comic book nerd, but I do like the theories I'm hearing, especially the part that Killmonger would come back, because I loved him.
Well, let me ask you a question then. You may not know the lore, but you saw 2 Black Panther suits. Do you agree with me that they're different suits?
I did. Like the first one was kind of dark and it was closer up, right? And the second one, it kind of like came from like, it was sort of like in the middle and it stood up. But I did feel like the first one was bulkier.
Right, and it was also if you look close at the second one, it's metallic. It didn't look like it was made out of the same material. Like look at Troy's shirt right now. That's the material that the first Black Panther suit is wearing, right? That
100%
doesn't
cotton?
look shiny. Oh my god. That's not
score one for Dizzy.
Yeah, I gotta use. But the point is that it's not shiny.
Yeah, it's more of a matte.
Right. So, and if you look at that first trailer suit, it wasn't shiny on the level that the second trailer suit was. So if we can agree there, then I would like to ask all of you, who do you believe are in both of those suits?
I still am not gonna say Killmonger's in either of them. My theory was based on genetics. When I saw the video, because I watch a lot of those shows that break down everything.
Yeah.
And they took a picture of, the first ending when he, opened the claws. But I looked at the leg and the leg was thin. Dare I say kind of feminine shape. So I'm assuming that to be a female. I will assume that will be Suri. That's my assumption. The second one, I think that's where Angela Bassett's gonna don the Black Panther suit. Okay, she was already pissed off. So what is it? Go ahead.
I'm with you there, but I find that a hard sell because she's an older person, right? And I don't think Marvel. I get it that you have to suspend disbelief a little bit when you're watching these, but I don't think Marvel will try to sell us that Angela Bassett is going to be the one flipping and dipping in that suit.
Let me just say that I share that theory about Angela Bassett, and also that could have been Angela Bassett in the ancestral plane. And it could just be that after a while, she decides that she's ready to fight, and I get the feeling that she might not win. and she's going to join her husband, and she's going to join T'Challa. Yeah, going to join them in the ancestral plane and be one of the panthers on the trees. So I gotta. And here's my thing. Here's in we're running up on the bottom of the hour. Here's my thing. Them showing us all of this means that there is a great unknown. And so I'm going to focus on the unknown. Like,
because they won't show us important stuff in the trailer. They will mess with us in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So here's like, okay, so for those who didn't read comic books like Dizzy, what do they call Namor, the Submariner? What is the phrase that they call him? They call him the first mutant.
Yeah.
Who else was real cool with Wakanda? Reed Richards. Fantastic Four.
That would be
Captain America was cool with Wakanda.
Captain America was cool with Wakanda.
I see where he's going.
As well as Thor.
You see where I'm going, right?
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this.
I'm understanding. I'm
sneaking an Avenger in there.
No, I think what he's trying to say is that being that the enemy here, or the quote unquote enemy here, is Namor the Submariner, and he's classified as the first mutant. Maybe we see the introduction of the Fantastic Four to help Wakanda, because Reed Richards is cool with T'Challa, because they eventually form the Illuminati in the Marvel world.
That's right.
So what could be a thing, and what he's trying to assert, I believe, is that this could be the introduction that the Fantastic Four have into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're good. Sure. Go ahead.
All right. Also, remember in the Endgame, Shuri was trying to save Vision, right? So she had maybe 80-90% of Vision digitized. I think she found a way to digitize the flower too. And so, and so then it's really going to be on now, because now people are going to want that blueprint. People are going to want that for
maybe that's why, Atlantis is there. Maybe they're there because they know she did that, and they want that for themselves to turn their people into that.
And one last theory, we brought this up. I don't know if we brought it up on air or if we brought it up in our group chat. Riri is flying an iron suit that she built, similarly to the one that Tony Stark built in the cave. What if Tony Stark is now digitized in Riri's suit? And
like Jarvis?
I remember you having this conversation. I don't know if it was on air, if it was like in our little after show, but I do remember this conversation.
Right. And now that we see her in the suit, that could be Robert Downey Jr.'s way back into the Marvel Universe.
I think, I personally think that. All right, so this is fitting to go real deep. I warned you guys in advance. This is fitting to go real deep.
Oh, deep then.
So what I think is going to happen is that Wakanda is going to fall. I think that we're going to have maybe the Fantastic Four, maybe the X-Men, but someone from outside is going to come in and try to help Wakanda, right? But later down the line, I do not think Robert Downey Jr. will come back as the Jarvis to Riri Richards. I think what will happen is that throughout the next Avengers, situation, which is Kang the Conqueror, I believe they will have to bring him back to solve that problem. And I believe that's how he will be reintroduced, because I believe that the Avengers are not what they are without Tony Stark pushing them to be better. They're all solo acts. Every single one of these players in the Avengers are solo acts.
Let's face it, there aren't a lot of Avengers left.
Well, no, they brought everybody back from the snap. So
Okay. So Scarlet Witch, gone, right? Iron Man,
but she wasn't an Avenger
gone.
yet. She was okay.
Captain America, gone.
But you still have the Falcon.
Yeah,
So,
you have the Falcon.
he
You've
could-
got the Falcon, and you've got Bucky.
The Winter Soldier, yeah. I think you have Thor.
Yeah.
I think you have Doctor Strange.
You got Hulk.
Think you have,
He's not an Avenger.
but he'll play a role. He'll play a role. We all know.
You got the Hulk. You got the Hulk.
You got the Hulk. You got, and right there, honestly, between Thor, Doctor
See,
Strange, and the Hulk,
I don't know that Thor is going to be around.
he's not going to die to the God Butcher.
He's got shit to do.
I know he's not going to
He
die
has
from the God Butcher.
responsibilities now.
I get that, but
He's a responsible Thor.
One more thing though, if memory serves me correct, because it's been like the early '80s when I read how the Fantastic Four went to Wakanda. I want to say they helped rebuild Wakanda, and they turned it into a more of a futuristic city than it was. So I'm kind of thinking that's where that, because it could be a conduit for other things. You know what I mean? And so
I agree.
Just like they kept Spider-Man a secret in what was it? Civil War.
Right.
There's some unknown that we're not seeing. But I do think this might be the first Marvel movie to eclipse $2 billion. I think it actually might do $2 billion worth of business.
I'm telling you this right now. If it does $2 billion, which is the goal, like that's the upper echelon standard of movies, period. How would we not see Black Panther 3 somehow at that point? And the thing is, and the problem at that point though is that without T'Challa, there's less stories to tell. They have to be incredibly creative to get from point A to point B with those movies without recasting T'Challa. And I don't think they will do that. I'm pretty sure they've said time and time again that they're totally against doing that. And I understand we have to get the Blast Artist of the Week going. So I'm going to keep this opinion brief. But I just want to say, from what D-Ray said, it could be the Fantastic Four. It could be the X-Men. Because the key phrase that you said is the first mutant. And Charles Xavier is also part of the Illuminati. And so from the same token that you're talking about Reed Richards, you could also substitute Charles Xavier.
That's true.
That's all I'm going to say. Blast Artist of the Week, please.
Most definitely. And she is in the crowd. We have LaDawn the Chameleon, and this is her song called Welcome to My Party. Let's check it out.
Let's get down. Go.
Lucky, Camille, LaDawn the Chameleon. Welcome to my party. Welcome to my party. Welcome to my party. Welcome to If you're single, 2, 3 shots. We bout to party like no other. No other. If you a dancer, baby, move your body. If it's your birthday, take a shot of some clear. You can't be shy, we bout to turn up in here. Yeah. Tonight don't owe me nothing but a good time. Don't mind me, I'm feeling so good. I'm just catching the vibes. I'm just catching the vibes, the vibes, the vibes. Hey. Welcome to my party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to my party. Oh, well on the hips like oh, well on my body, oh, I move my body to the side, he like it, oh my god, oh, well on the hips like oh, well on my body, oh, I move my body to the side, he like it, oh my god. Welcome to my party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With Donna Chameleon.
Yes, indeed.
Man,
That
what a jam right there, bro. Like, you're trying to go to the club, you gotta turn that on right there, bro.
Man, I need a second to get myself together.
Hey, man, you can turn up with that song. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's my birthday next month, too, man. I might have to.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Real quick. You know what I mean? All right.
That's what's up. But hey, let me go through this real quick. Again, that was Don the Kimon. Welcome to my party. And if you are an artist, singer, rapper, or even a spoken word poet, hey, Blast is looking for you. So go to blastmusic247.com, register for free to be a part of the family. That's blastmusic247.com. What's the rest, Mr. Glass?
Changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No doubt, B. That song was nice, right?
It was. I was kind of just like doing some like stuff around in my office, but the whole time I could hear it, I'm like,
there you go.
Yeah,
Dizzy dance. Dizzy dance, neighbor.
yeah.
Doing the Disney.
I was not. Oh, like I'm gonna be careful now about dancing in front of the camera. Okay.
Girl, be you.
Oh.
You know what I
Be
mean? Listen, we
We all
really
saw
think
that clip.
you really think that it's not like half the people that watch that Chicken God TikTok and didn't think, yo, this Mr. Glass dude is a street. Oh, what's wrong with this dude, man? I don't care.
That's what's up, B.
I know that everyone I showed it to really enjoy it because I put it up in my Discord. I've got a podcast promo channel there, and I put I put the Chicken God up there, and I put the graham cracker up there. So
That's hilarious.
Graham Cracker never
We
gets
gotta have Graham back on the podcast at some point. Okay.
I look. What you're gonna have to do, if you're gonna have Graham on this podcast, I need about a good 14-day warning so that I can have my prescriptions where they need to be. Because if you go back and look at Graham Cracker episode, I was wheezing a little bit more than I probably should have.
Yeah, we usually
Crypto?
do our best to break you, but we almost killed you that day.
Yeah, we ain't got nobody to resuscitate him, so we gotta be careful. You know what I mean?
Just call me. You gotta go save G-Ray. I don't know where he is, but you gotta go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I know in the state, but I don't know where. Like how? Like what?
Man,
and I damn sure don't want you making any prayers to the Chicken God if I done passed out. That's the wrong one.
Wait. I saw a Chick-fil-A box on the left right there that you had in your hand. You've been praying to the Chicken Gods tonight.
What you're not gonna do is have me choking on the Chick-fil-A.
I when we finally come up with like GLASSHouse merch, that's gonna be like D-Ray's signature T-shirt. There's just gonna be a T-shirt that says "What you're not gonna do."
What you're not gonna do.
We live at Chick-fil-A. Be calling you out.
See, D-Ray think he the only person that notices backgrounds. That's what he thinks.
No, see, this is what happens when you should make people sign NDAs and non-disclosure agreements, because the most secrets get put out on this show.
There are no secrets.
Some old bull.
Hey, family show.
That's hilarious, bro. All right. Okay, so we are back. We broke down what we wanted to break down on the Black Panther thing. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about on that, or should we move on to the next topic?
I feel like we should move on to
Quick question.
Okay, so we got
who's dressing up for the date for the movie premiere? Who's dressing up? Who's going to the?
I nominate Disney to dress up for it.
I don't know that the Black Panther costume is my look.
What, you're not Wakanda forever? Like what? Like,
no, I'm just saying. I don't know that the Black Panther costume is my look.
It fits, right, guys?
You dyed your hair a different color. It used to be darker.
Yeah, that's facts. It used to have darker hair, so yeah.
Well, it's washing out.
Oh.
Or you can keep medicating and believe that you got on whatever you want to wear. You know?
Yeah,
that is true. Enough of that, and I will believe I am Black Panther. You're just gonna hear about
Disney
like
forever.
You're just gonna hear about a vigilante in Canada running around in like black pajamas with a couple of forks, just like
Disney forever.
And this is why I love you guys, man. This right here is everything you need to know.
This is the squad.
I will 100%. Usually, what I do for a Marvel movie premiere is I'll wear merch. It's the same thing like the Star Wars premieres. I wear merch. Like I go to Star Wars in a Star Wars clothes, and I go to like my cons in Geek clothes, and I will most likely do my best to find a really badass Black Panther t-shirt and wear that to the premiere. Maybe some earrings. Maybe some little cat ears.
Hilarious. Okay, so this is when it was pitched anyway, it was supposed to be a video gaming podcast, and so I feel like I should talk about some sort of video games every now and again.
You should bring it up occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally.
Well, first of all, this is your show. You do what the heck you want to do.
But hold on.
How long have you known all of us? When were we going to stay on topic?
I mean, that's fact. But here's the thing. When I was pitched this show, there, the Veep over there was like, "Yeah, man, we'd like to have you come on and have your own show, help us with the programming and stuff." I'm like, "Sure, man. What do you want it to be about?" So, well, we can talk about gaming. I was like, "Oh, that's right up my alley. Here we go. Yeah, we had talked about gaming in about 4-5 episodes."
No, how about the season of ending one was the last video game we played together?
Did we not talk about video games last week?
No.
What was last week?
How high was I?
What were we talking about last week? Where were we last week? What?
And apparently we're getting secondhand contact.
Where was I last week?
Apparently you are Disney forever.
Hi, Jason. What's up?
What's good, brother?
In the building.
Okay, so the gaming thing that I want to talk about for this week's show is Overwatch 2. Mm-hmm. And first of all, I got a public announcement to make for Overwatch fans. You ain't got to pay $40 for the game. It's free.
Yep.
Like, Blizzard will try to make you feel like you got to pay for this game. Bro, the game free. Just go download it. It's on everything you could possibly need. Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, wherever you got it, go to the free game section. Download that joint, man. All right. But Dizzy, you're a much bigger Overwatch fan than I am. I played it a little bit here and there. Tell me about Overwatch 2. What's different? Why should we get it?
I haven't seen a trailer.
This is classic Glass House.
Lot. I'm gonna need you to help me because Dizzy is the one who said we should cover Overwatch on this show.
No, what
and she's not gonna have a damn thing to say.
No, what I said. No, let me clear the air here. Let me clear the air here. Poor Vic rolls off the bed, okay? So, what I said was, guys, Overwatch 2 drops today. That's what I said. I said that sometime this morning when I was doing my job. I was working. I look over and I saw the news. And I'm like, that's an interesting fact. I'm gonna pull up my blast chat and say Overwatch 2 dropped. What I did not say was, guys, I got this.
No, hold on. Before we started the show, we were asking, hey, what other topics should we talk about, guys? And you know what her response was? We should talk about Overwatch 2. And we were like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I was lying there.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I'm Canadian. But, no, it is. It's a topic. Maybe I just always assume that Vic knows everything. So I'm like, I'll just toss a topic in and he'll figure it out.
Bro, nah. What she just said was, yeah, man, I mean, it's a topic. Anybody else gets that
thing? I just assume you're gonna know everything. No, I did try to do my homework though. I launched the game, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a quick look at it. I'm gonna get first impressions because I feel like that's gonna be something to talk about at GLASSHouse tonight. And I sat there for a while and I looked at the screen that said you're like 30,000 in queue.
Oh Lord.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give this some time. So I closed that down, and we've been talking about World of Warcraft, so I launched that. And I sat there and it's like, can't connect to servers. And I'm like, maybe there's something wrong with my account. So I pulled up my account page on the Blizzard site, and there's a great big 504 error. So I think Blizzard took a great big poop today.
They sure did.
And they did it so that I would not be informed enough to come on the GLASSHouse and talk about a topic that I apparently suggested.
You definitely did.
I will definitely back Dizzy that it's not stuff that she's fluffing. My daughter was trying to get in, and I tried to help her get in. I literally had the white page with the black lettering, so it's like Blizzard got slammed.
I'm not making shit up. So, but yeah, so no, I did not do my Overwatch homework.
Hey, Dizzy.
Yes.
Dizzy.
Yes.
Who made your edibles? She knows what I'm talking about.
So here's what I'm gonna say about Overwatch 2. To try to somehow drift us back on topic. Overwatch 2 is different game modes. They have PvE in the game for the first time. There's new heroes. Apparently, there's only one tank at launch, which some people are not happy about.
There's one healer. I know that.
There's one healer and one tank, and everybody else is a DPS. People are not happy about this, but I think it's something that people will get used to over the course of time. And of course, there'll be more characters dropping.
Yeah, say more characters are gonna drop. They're gonna have I don't know if they're gonna make you pay for them. Like I forget how Overwatch.
I hope they don't make you pay for
them. I think Overwatch 1 they just kept releasing the characters.
Yeah,
what you could buy were the crates. That was the vanity stuff. And you know what? A lot of people poo-poo on in-game purchases, right? Sort of like that that model.
But you didn't have to. You could have just leveled up and got creatures.
Exactly. As long as it's just vanity, it's not progression, it's vanity, I will 100% support it. I'm not gonna lie. I bought the pack for Overwatch 2 because I know because of all this vanity stuff. And I'm vain in video games. So
did y'all see what her hands did when she was talking about vanity stuff? That was precious. I just want to make sure we record that, D-Raz.
Why do you have to bring up my name?
Because
listen,
every
you guys
time
know that when I get excited, I start moving my hands and it goes Zoidberg mode, right? Like, I'm like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Nah, man. You want to know why I brought your name up, D-Ray? Because every time I do something stupid, I hear this line right here. I'm really glad you said that. You're going to hear that again. That's what I hear every time.
That is true.
That is true.
I've heard that. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing it whenever I can get into it. So I'll probably try again after the podcast.
I'm gonna try tonight as well and see what's popping. But I pitched the idea after we talked about doing it today, and maybe that's the next community game that we play on the stream here for you guys. So if you guys are interested in Overwatch 2 or us playing Overwatch 2, come hang out with us in a near episode, and we'll let you know when we're going to try it out as a unit here.
Indeed. Man.
I feel like E-Ray right now is trying to download Overwatch 2. I feel like that's happening.
And it is in fact happening.
But yeah, so like Overwatch 2 is a thing.
But why does it look like Fortnite?
I got a question. Should we talk about the upcoming CD Projekt Red games? Because I feel like those at some point are going to be very interesting on this podcast, because CD Projekt Red today announced that they are working on another Cyberpunk game, which I'm a little scared for that. They're working on a new IP, and then they're also working on a trilogy, not just a new game. They're working on a trilogy for The Witcher, a second trilogy for The Witcher.
Ooh.
How do we feel about that, guys? You excited to see that much more Witcher in the near future?
Yeah, well, you know what? He just dropped that and bounced.
Yeah, but what did you do with me, man?
You know what? Right now,
he just kicked me off my own show. What the hell? Hey, wait a minute now.
Come on, I'm the Dizzy here, not you, D-Ray.
Oh boy.
What is happening?
What are we doing?
I have no clue.
All right.
You guys are killing me right now.
happened?
Just a second, I'm gonna start dialing 911.
Yeah, D-Ray is misting up right now because he's been laughing so hard this episode.
I don't know what.
So, I want to talk about this Witcher thing. So,
yes,
like, you may be a little nervous because that is a big commitment considering how big the Witcher games are,
right,
and how popular it is right now, and people try to rush popular things. But I, for one, am looking forward to more Witcher because right now I feel like the gaming community is starved for a rabbit hole story game, right? When was the last time we got a game where we could sit there and we knew we were going to lose months of our lives because we're sitting in there trying to complete this game, and it's like a single player story driven rabbit hole. We haven't had one of those in a while. Like Cyberpunk was kind of like that, but I felt like it was over too soon. But like, do you remember your first playthrough of Skyrim?
I do.
That's what I want again.
Well, I think the only way you're going to get that is if they remaster Oblivion. Sorry to say that to you, but
well, they're remastering Witcher 3.
Yeah, but okay. We got to talk about this real quick too. They're going to remaster freaking Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 game.
Like, didn't that just
already
come out?
Yes, bro. Like, what? Listen, I understand they're gonna remaster The Witcher, and that's cool. But like, dog, listen, we don't need you to remaster games that have already come out on the system that you're remastering it for. We don't, bro. Stop doing that. All video game players, I will sign this. Okay, we don't want.
Okay.
It depends on how long ago it came out, because I mean, I would love to play The Witcher in 4K.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that what they're doing with Horizon Zero Dawn is it's already in 4K.
That is confusing because that hasn't been out for very long.
Exactly.
Or am I just old?
No, you're not. Well, never mind. I'm not going to answer. Anyway, bro, the jokes write themselves, guys. Like, I don't know.
That's
what
true.
You want me to do.
I do. I kind of make it easy.
You just walked into that one. It's not my fault. Anyway, Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a game that came out maybe 3 years ago maximum. Okay, came out at the tail end of the PS4's life cycle. Great game, smash hit, fantastic, blah blah blah. But it also got remastered for the PS5 already with Horizon: The Forbidden West. So I don't know exactly what they're trying to accomplish by remastering a game that has already been in 4K. You don't need to do that.
I feel like that is a waste of resources, but
no, it's a cash grab. That's what it is.
Right.
And it's
facts.
That's one of those things that I think Sony does way better than Xbox. Because Sony will take Spider-Man, okay? Then they'll put out Miles Morales, which the only thing they had to do in Miles Morales is create some new voice lines for the dude who plays Miles Morales, change the color suit, keep the exact same gameplay. You ain't changed none of the engine, you ain't changed nothing. You just put out the same gameplay and change locations. That's all you did. Change the color of the buildings. You changed the color of the suit, and you signed up some new voice lines. And that's a whole nother game, a whole nother franchise for them. They make 30 of them. They don't care. And they keep making money. Whereas Microsoft, all their, huge smash hit games like Gears of War, they ain't no Gears of War remastered except the original. But that came out.
I was gonna say they totally.
Well, that was the original Gears of War though. That came out like 20 years ago. That actually deserved a remaster.
Boom! Love that game.
Loved it.
Yep.
Here's another thing that I wanted to talk about in gaming.
We should play that.
It's great. Another thing I want to talk about in gaming is the fact that, and I don't know how many of you guys played this, but Legacy of Kain. You remember the Soul Reaver franchise? You remember Blood Omen? You remember those games?
Yeah.
Legend of Kain is maybe coming back as the original proprietor, the original developer of Legacy of Kain has now reacquired the license and are said to be getting a studio prepared to work on the game. Now, I don't know how many of you guys played the original Legacy of Kain, how many of y'all played Soul Reaver, but I'm here to tell you that if you give me Soul Reaver in an open world with cool enough graphics, I may never play another game again. It's just that. That's all I need.
See, that's what you just kind of made a point. Like you're saying, give me this in a world, something I can go and immerse myself in. And that's what gamers are starved for right now. Because all that's coming out are battle royales and team battles and PvP and Fortnite bullcrap.
I would say this though. We did just get Elden Ring. And Elden Ring is fan-freaking-tastic. If you've never played Elden Ring,
I did.
I would like to tell you that if you ever plan to play it, understand that it's a hard game, and I would consider playing it on PC because on the PC they have a mod that allows you to freely co-op the game, which I think, and I really would love.
The co-op
From
was so
Software.
difficult trying to pull
I would really love From Software to understand that does not increase the difficulty of the game. It just frustrates people. And I wish people would, make a petition, or maybe I will. I don't know. But we need co-op to be a thing in Dark Souls 4. Just straight out the gate, I want to invite my friend. We're going to get down. Let's play this game. You can make the bosses scale with how many players are in the room. I don't care, but just let me co-op, bro.
Yeah. And I lost track of how many times I would pull Sam into a game, a thing, right? Where we're like, okay, we're gonna fight this boss, right? And I'm like,
What's
okay,
good,
so you know, hi party time. You know how when you bring another player in with you, you can't summon your help, right? You either get a player or you get your summons. So I would pull Sam into a boss battle with me, not get my summons, and then the game would kick him out, leaving me by myself with no ability to summon anything because I went in there with someone, and I would just be like, well, there go my souls. Like,
you know what I did in those situations? I went right next to the door, and I died right next to the door. So that way, you actually I don't know if it's still in the game, but there was a thing where you could actually retrieve your souls without entering again if you did it right next to the door.
I just started going in with nothing. I would make sure everything was spent.
Hilarious.
And if I didn't have enough to spend it on my next upgrade, I would go to the bird farm and farm that GD bird until I had enough souls to spend all my souls to go into the boss battle with nothing.
There you go. But Elden Ring is fantastic. It is an open world. It's a world you can immerse yourself in. I just wish co-op was easier, but if it's not,
there's no story really.
There is. You just have to So the way that Dark Souls and games like that tells their story is it's all in the item descriptions. If you read the item descriptions and the little signs and things like that, you actually get a story.
Do you think I'm gonna sit there and read?
I look. I'm right with you, but I actually made the mistake of saying that one time. You remember Gabe? You remember Gabe from Destiny?
I do.
Yeah, I made the mistake of saying that around him, and he almost tore my ear off. It was, what do you mean there's no story? Bro, hey, look.
I want a story to immerse myself, and I don't want to have to go and read it and find the story like an archaeologist. Ooh, I'm gonna go find this item and read the thing. I want a story I want an NPC to come to me in tears and ask me for help, or an NPC to come and convince me to do bad things. I want to get invested in a story.
I have 4 words. 4 words for you. Red Dead Redemption 2.
I installed that last week.
Oh.
That is the story that you seek. Trust me.
But I feel like we're not getting as many as we used to.
So I'm scrolling through my games on my Xbox because there's a specific game that I think maybe you and Sam should play. And I gotta find the name of it real quick. And I wanted to say this on the air too, so just give me a brief second to find this game. Starts with an O, I think. Oh, Outward. Have you ever heard of the game Outward?
No.
Okay, so Outward is a game where you start off and you can freely co-op. You start off as a no-name person in a town and they don't really like you.
A chicken chaser?
Nah, you gotta there's a whole thing. I don't want to spoil the story, but the opening is you have a blood debt to pay right away. And your whole thing is, okay, I gotta figure out how to get some money together and go play this blood debt so that way I can continue on. And
sounds like Animal Crossing.
As you're going throughout the story, more and more of it opens up, and it's it's really cool. But it's a co-op, open world, free roam game, and there's survival elements to it. So you gotta have a certain layer of clothing to cross a place, and there's a whole thing. And I found it incredibly enjoyable. So that's my little game. Yeah, it's called Outward. Just look into it first.
Yeah, I'm gonna message
it might not be your thing, but it was my thing. I wish I had more people to play it with. But anyway, guys, we are way past time. And I know I get it. you know.
I'm covering your mouth.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in the audience today, man. You guys are fantastic. For those of you who are listening to this podcast on Blast Radio, we love y'all too, man. If you get a chance to ever do this, I would greatly suggest that you come into the live stream. We do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come through, watch us live, interact with us. It's a good time. We read all the comments in the stands, as long as they're not crazy things that you can't say on live YouTube. But we love y'all, man, and we want y'all to be a part of the show. So make sure y'all take up on that, and Wakanda forever, man. That's all I gotta say. Veep, what you got to say to the people on the way out?
Hey, man. It was a beautiful GLASSHouse podcast that felt like 10 minutes instead of an hour and 10 minutes. But hey, I just enjoyed that we got to watch some great content together, to get excited together. And hey, man, more exciting stuff is going to be coming here at GLASSHouse, as well as Blast being officially trademarked. It's huge. So that's all I got to say.
Dizzy, talk to me.
I'm just going to do what I do every week, and I'm going to, thank chat for showing up and enabling this bad behavior. Like, they're the reason that we get together every week and we get to talk with our friends about things that interest us, that just like, stuff that make us wave our hands in the air and laugh until we cry and whatnot. So just, we couldn't do this without them.
Okay, and finally, my boy D-Ray, talk to the people.
This has been a dope show. My final thought for this evening is choose kindness, because you never know what people are going through, and it is a blessing to be around like-minded people in a safety, no judgment zone, in a safe environment where all we do is just vibe and laugh and have a good time. And this is the 1 hour in the week that we don't play by the world's rules, and so
everything else just disappears.
Yeah, absolutely. And so shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're rocking with us, be sure to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and tune in tomorrow for On Blast with Rock, Veep, and Gooch, and whoever else might show up. Live your life. All gas, no brakes. D-Rated Producers out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Show up for the live audience, and those of you who are watching this on the replay or on Blast Radio, all love, man. And I'm gonna echo what D-Ray said, and be kind to people, man, because you don't know what somebody else is going through on the other side of either that microphone, the camera, or right in front of your eyes. You have no idea what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes. And I think as a people, we need to understand that and be better about being kind to each other.
Agreed.
Don't break nothing, guys. GG, my G's.
GG, my G's.
GG, my G's.
GG, my G.
Yo, this is Mr. Glass, and welcome to GLASSHouse.
Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. Spitting knowledge about the games we play every day. The same time, ball up on your fools on 2K. Dead or alive, I don't see defeat. Sick with the shot. You don't know if I'm LeBron or Master Chief. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. Go ahead and put the pads down. Welcome to the GLASSHouse. He's the man now. That's why I shine brighter than the sun with 4 halos. Making dark souls wanna run and go lay low. These games bring out the best of me. Against me, you already know. Failure is your destiny. Welcome to the GLASSHouse.